grocery haul. So you guys watch my videos. You see that I eat a lot of food.
Let's just hope this is gonna fit in the oven. This is Cheatsgiving. I'm gonna try to eat this as fast as possible because I'm going to try to get some deadlifts in.
I get questions every single day about my diet, other than just how many calories do you eat in a day. There's a lot more that goes into it, I promise. A big question I always get asked is how much I pay a week for groceries. I don't like grocery shopping every other day or every few days or once a week. I shop usually once per day. I did manage to get a bigger haul today, so I wanted to show you guys what are staples in my diet. Mainly because a lot of you always ask, Erik, what are your favorite foods? What do you enjoy eating the most? Another question I always get asked are what are my favorite carb sources?
I fucking love cereal!
So I'm gonna go into it a little bit more in depth for you guys. I just want to clarify that I go through different types of phases with my training, you know, wanting to be more of a cyclist versus more into powerlifting. So my diet structure kind of changes as I get into those phases. Right now I'm training for a big race in May. So I'm more into endurance riding, also just more sprint based stuff on the bike. I'm not doing as much gym work lately. I've been getting in the gym maybe about 3 times a week now. So therefore my protein needs aren't nearly as high. Starting with beverages first, you guys always see that I am a huge fan of diet soda. I've always have been. Even in my obese teenage years, I would still have a Diet Coke with my quarter pounder or double quarter pounder with cheese. I love cashew milk. Cashew milk is my favorite. I like almond milk here and there, but for the most part, cashew milk is great. It's very cheap where I live, and that's about $2.50. Next, I just started getting cold brew coffee. Now, cold brew is, you know, gonna be a higher caffeine content. When my rides are, you know, shorter in the mornings, I usually train on fasted stomach, so I won't have any food in my system. Usually I like to have some cold brew. I'll blend that up with some, you know, some honey or some sweetener or anything like that, just to kind of get things going. I usually make like a little frappuccino with it. It's actually really, really good. Now moving on to carbs. Carbs are very, very important. The staples in my diet, I mean, they change so much, guys. Now you really have to pick your carbs around which ones you prefer, but for taste, guys, it's gonna, you know, not really surprise you, but may surprise you at the same time. Cereal, boom.
And alrighty everybody, tonight we're gonna be trying out the vanilla almond. Wait. I've had the cereal like 5,000 times. I'm over it.
First carb I love. Next, I am big into sugar lately. I like to experiment with different sugars. Now, as many of you may know, have started, I guess, transitioning into more of a sugar-based diet. Instead of relying on artificial sweeteners to satisfy my gargantuan, huge sweet tooth that I have. So it's kind of a, you know, it's a phase that's hard for me right now, but I'm transitioning through it. So sugar is a big staple in my diet. My first sweetener of choice right here is honey. Honey's great. Next, we have sugar in the raw right here. I love sugar in the raw just because it's got more of a rough texture to it. I guess it's crunchier, so I like to sprinkle that on top of my cereal usually. I also like to get this type of cereal right here. This cereal is very, very good, and it's gonna be a little bit lower in calories too if you guys are watching your macros, so I like to mix it up. I mix that in with my Kashigo lean, or if I like to get honey bunches of oats. Before you ask me in the comment section what my favorite cereal is, it changes so much on a daily basis, so I can't necessarily give you a definite answer. Next, I'll get into condiments here in a second. That's an entire another video right there because I love my condiments. But chocolate chips, little stuff like this, guys, I don't necessarily need to use a ton of, but I like to make like homemade granola. I'll put chocolate chips in there, and it's really, really, really good. I really like crackers, and I've been getting these, I guess you can say, rice crackers for a long time. I usually do wheat crackers, but wheat crackers tend to have a little bit more fiber in them. I like to keep my fiber intake low just because my vegetable intake is pretty high on a daily basis. I'll get into that a little bit later. Oats are another one. Huge staple in my diet. I have probably, I'd say 2 to 3 cups of oatmeal a day. I love oatmeal. I typically get the quick oats. Next is gonna be yogurt right here. Now, Kroger actually makes like a Carb Master yogurt. I like to keep my yogurts very, very low fat or non-fat if possible, just because I like to get my fat sources from other sources and just the taste I like. Next, breads or dough. For whatever reason, I didn't get any bread today. I actually forgot. I don't know why I decided to not get bread. Because I'm an idiot and I forgot, I had to go back and get it. Because I love my bread. Back to our regularly scheduled programming. I'm actually making a little pizza concoction tonight, so I got some pie crust right there I'm gonna be making in the cast iron skillet. So moving on to another amazing carb source for me, and something that I cannot live a day without, are strawberries. I love strawberries, and I'm trying to get more into bananas lately. So I've been trying to do, I guess, more smoothies with these. I usually like to eat these frozen, and then bananas I'll usually chop up and then freeze them as well, and then make like a smoothie with them later on. Next, we're gonna get into protein. I'm gonna keep this very simple and straight to the point. Here are my current protein staples. Chicken breast, seafood. Don't worry, there's no food in there. Whey. No way. I had to. Egg whites. Now everybody, protein is a very touchy subject. A lot of people like to, I guess, get way more protein than they actually need. Especially for me right now, I do not need nearly as much protein. A lot of people will debate this night and day. You need a gram a pound per body weight. And it's not true at all, everybody. Really, it's just gonna hurt your wallet more in the long run. If you like to eat that much protein, by all means go for it. You can make great gains on a gram per pound of lean body mass. There's a high emphasis here on lean body mass, just so you know. For whatever reason, that whole idea was perpetuated by the whole fitness industry, muscle magazine bullshit for such a long time. Unfortunately, people still buy into it. I don't. Now, I would say arguably the biggest staples in my diet, condiments. I love my condiments. The best teriyaki sauce of all time right here. Ketchup, reduced sugar, of course. Come on, guys. Barbecue sauce, light mayonnaise. Oh yeah, and this was on sale tonight for $2, so I decided to go with it. Shout out to Bold House Farms. Now, the most important staple in my diet, vegetables, because I eat a shit ton of them. Contrary to popular belief, vegetables make up the bulk of my diet. This every day, usually about 2 to 3 pounds of it. Tonight, it's broccoli. Second favorite vegetable, onions. Third favorite vegetable, potatoes. Fourth favorite vegetable, cauliflower. And that's actually about all the vegetables I have at the moment for whatever reason. That's actually kind of strange. But if I were to pick a fifth vegetable, it'd probably have to be, let's just say lettuce. How about that? But the truth is, guys, I love all vegetables. I think vegetables are such an important aspect to one's diet. You have to have vegetables, especially for me. With my stomach capacity, I have to have such large amounts of vegetables every single day. So it's important to like vegetables. If you're not liking vegetables, to me, just because you don't like the taste, that just means you need to actually learn how to make vegetables and make them more appealing. And there are certainly many ways to do that. Believe it or not, everybody, I don't pick out at McDonald's every single day of my life. I don't go to Panda Express and load up on fried rice, even though that does sound actually pretty good right now. I don't know where that came from. Damn! Probably oatmeal earlier. Savage. Whoa. That fiber intake. This is all food that tastes really good to me. You know, it's great to have a donut and great to go out and, like, you know, have a bunch of pancakes and do whatever you want to do, but for the most part, I like the way I eat, plain and simple. I typically have about 3 meals a day, one big meal right around noon, then one big meal for dinner, and then one big meal before I go to sleep, and that's just the way I like to keep it. I've tried many other different, I guess, techniques of eating over the past few years, and that's just the one I found works best for me. If I were to give a rough calorie estimate right now, I'd probably eat about 4,000 to 5,000 calories a day. It really just depends on how much I ride, and also listening to my body as well. If I need more calories and if I need more food, I really just add in more fat sources, or I increase the carbs for the day. So that's it, everybody. Hope you guys enjoyed, I guess, a rundown of my diet of what I eat in a day. I fucking love peanut butter. If you guys did like this video, hit that thumbs up button. Follow me on my social media, Facebook, Snapchat, Twitter, Instagram. You know the drill. But do you know the drill? I hope so. Thanks again for watching the video, everybody, and go eat some food. But really go ride a bike. Bye, guys.